What's more important, closing new clients or retaining existing clients?
So this quote is that it's always easier to keep your current client and upgrade them than to acquire a new one. Mathematically, that checks out too. So retention is so key. Otherwise, you're going to have the leaky bucket. You're going to be filling it and they're going to be coming out the other end, and you're always playing catch up. You do have to know what your churn rate is and where they're falling off. If they're falling off at like month 3, you're going to have to add in some follow-up, some nurture thing to make them feel good. If they're falling off at 12 months, like what did you do? Did you coast for 6 months and not get anything done? You have to internally find out what that is. And again, this is more for advanced agency owners, but no matter what, you want to retain your clients. If you're sub 20 clients, all 20 of those clients should be leaving you 5-star reviews. You should be kissing their ass and they should love you.
For a lot of people, prioritize acquiring new clients versus putting in the amount of time and resources to retain the existing clients. And you're exactly right. It takes a lot more time and resources to acquire new clients than it does to retain existing clients.
Yeah, totally.
Plus, good existing clients, like you mentioned, can leave you good reviews. They could tell a friend, refer you new business, and that alone could equate to an extremely high lifetime value of a customer versus a new client who may or may not be even a fit for your type of business.
Right. So, that's the other thing. You'll start to figure out what are those clients that you start to recognize, ones that you know are a good fit, and you want to go above and beyond for them because you know if you make them happy, they're going to be on. So they have referrals. They're going to pay you every month. They're not going to get their cards declined or crazy stuff like that. So you get that intuitive sense. And again, it goes back to like honestly the good vibes thing. Like which people are going to be good to work with and which ones are going to be headaches.
Right. And so we were just briefly touching on this before, but when it comes down to retention, communication is certainly the most important thing. Can you speak to that a little bit more?
Yeah, so communication is obviously, whether it's, Zoom meetings, on the phone, sending a text update, sending a video recording of results in progress, or just like updating them along the way. So when we look at services, I'm going to talk about social media. All my clients see literally what we're doing because it's getting posted on their pages. So that one you don't need as much communication. Ads and lead gen. They're going to see the leads coming in the CRM every single day. So again, we want to provide reporting and updates of how the campaigns are doing, if they have new offers, maybe we have ideas for new offers, etc. SEO is the big one where a lot of it is like, there's always this taboo, like what is SEO, what are backlinks, what are, high domain authority, name, address, phone, all this stuff, right? Website stuff. So that one we do have to really, educate and over communicate with the client, because regardless of the price point, it is one that is less visible than those other services.
Yeah, over communication. Glad you mentioned that. That is the number one most important thing that you can do. And we talked about the different points where you could over communicating before the client signs up, maybe the most important spot. And then to what you were saying before as well, is like that initial first 30 days, that's their first bite of the meal. That's going to determine how the rest of the meal ends up going, is how those first 30 days goes. And the stuff that we provide, they don't necessarily see a financial gain in the first 30 days in a lot of instances, so it does really boil down to their experience. Like, how did it go with the salesperson? How is it going with the account management? How did the onboarding process go? Was it smooth? Was it, really rigid?
And what's funny is that good brands do this, okay? When you buy a Mercedes, when you buy a good beauty product or fragrance or a new watch, why do you think TikTokers have unboxing videos? Presentation, onboarding is so key nowadays, because what is it? It's the first impression. It matters so incredibly much. That's why I always say when I'm onboarding a client, I'm like, hey, I just want to make sure everything's super smooth. Like, this is exactly what we do, because honestly, I really care about your onboarding experience. I know you just invested in us. I want to get your accounts connected as seamless as possible. If you don't know how to reset your password, I'll do it. I had to do that earlier, literally this morning at 9 a.m. I had no idea how to reset the password. I'm like, look, I'm just going to do it. Forward me the email. I know you can't even type in the new password. I'm going to do it for you. Boom, done.
Yeah.
Take care of them. Take care of the people.
What do you say to the business owners or the agency owners who are getting frustrated with the amount of time that they're spending with new customers in the very beginning, and they're like, wow, time is money, and I just keep spending all this time, and it's costing me all this money. What do you say?
I learned the hard way. You got to spend the time. Honestly, get to the point where you enjoy onboarding. I love the sale, the thrill of the sale, and I almost moved into more of a position where I enjoy onboarding. I have my sales team make the sale, and I do that onboarding. I'm so good at figuring out, like, again, passwords, onboarding accounts, ad accounts, all that stuff. Like, show that you're a damn pro. show that you know what you're doing and like enjoy it. And I mean, there's all sorts of different ways you can automate it. There's softwares out there that are $100 a month, but guess what? You use that software and the client still actually has, with Leadsy.io, the client still actually has to go in the back end of Facebook Ads Manager and accept the request and do something else, and like they don't know how to do that. Plain and simple. You gotta do it yourself. And that is also something that AI can't really replace.
Yeah. You know, we just filmed an awesome video on onboarding the other day, and if you haven't seen it, we'll put the link on over here. What would you say has been ways that you've been able to streamline the onboarding process and create that awesome customer experience right from the jump? Do you have any tips and tricks?
For one thing, again, we'll talk about a couple different services. So with SEO is very clear instructions with a video, and also a dedicated onboarding director, someone who's personable and knowledgeable. For ads, same thing, a dedicated call where we get to learn about the business, fill out an intake form, and get access to the accounts, all in a 30-minute call that's really efficient. For social media, the software that I'm paired with, everyone wants to go with the cheapest one because they post to the most platforms. No, I want my clients to be able to onboard their accounts at any point by themselves. So my software integrates right on my website. You can go to the link at both my agencies and onboard your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google Business, all in 3 minutes or less. Software and people.
Streamline.
Yeah, streamline,
baby. When you do it hundreds of times, it becomes like clockwork.
Yeah.